what is the cost of passive listening? I think one big cost of it is misunderstanding.
Yeah, it's true. For example, your mom could tell you to do one thing, but you do the opposite, and you just misunderstood her because you weren't like fully paying attention or weren't fully listening to her.
Like your teacher can give you out instructions, and then like you literally just didn't pay attention fully or actively, and then you did it wrong. You did your work wrong, and you got a zero on it. So that's a consequence of it.
Yeah, it can lead to confusion where you're in situations where you're supposed to be listening, like getting instructions,
like
for work or class, like you to get you a bad grade, or you could get fired.
Yeah, in the workplace you can get fired.
Yeah, workplace. Yeah,
like especially if there's like a safety rule that you didn't listen to, and like maybe like you're a lifeguard and someone just starts drowning.
You don't know what to do because you weren't paying attention. That's good.
Yeah, I used to work at Chewy's, the one over there by 290, and I was a host there, so like you had to listen to what they told you because it would get like really busy, and you had to know what to do. And if you didn't, it would just mess up everything.
And you look like a bad worker.
Yeah, that's really like unprofessional.
It looks bad on your part. And then another big thing is mistakes. A lot of mistakes you're gonna make, and you can learn from your mistakes, but you should have got it right the first time.
Yeah, if you were paying attention and like listening.
Or maybe not. You could make a mistake even if you were listening, but if you were listening, you'd probably learn from the mistake.
You could learn from it, and like the chances of you making a mistake would have decreased as well.
Another thing is like it's a barrier to meaningful connections. So like imagine if you're in a relationship and they tell you something and you're not listening. Like that looks bad on your part.
That could lead
to
a very messy breakup or something, especially like in a relationship.
You should be actively listening in those conversations.
I agree. And then someone could tell you something and you just like blank out and miss like all the understanding, like or the true meaning why they're telling you something.
And like back to like the relationship thing, like you don't want to sound uninterested in a conversation just because you weren't listening fully. Like it looks like overall it's not doing you any good not listening actively. Like
you look like a really bad person, like boyfriend or girlfriend in a relationship if you're not like constantly listening and giving back feedback.
And then passive listening can also lead to like just overall more mistakes and misunderstandings. I think that's our biggest thing that we've gotten.
Yeah, I agree.
That we learned from this.
Especially like at work or at school.
Yeah, especially at work. Like back to like the safety thing. Like
you
want to listen to all the rules that your like manager and like employer is giving you, because like someone could get hurt at the end of the day and it falls back on you because you didn't listen.
Yeah. You
were listening passively and you weren't fully engaged.
Yeah, I mean, that could be very dangerous. Like, imagine if a therapist, like, you were talking to them and you said you were going to hurt someone, and they were just passively listening.
Yeah,
that should be a red flag.
Okay.
And then,
especially if you work, like, somewhere with, like, a lot of machines or, like, with tools where someone could get really hurt.
And passive listening conversations can just lead to, like, you looking uninterested, you looking just rude.
I agree.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, yeah, even if you're passively listening and people don't notice, yeah, it makes you look rude, but they're not gonna know that, and they can lead you to make a mistake. So it only hurts you. Most of the time, it's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt someone else.
You don't gain anything from it.
It doesn't help at all.
It's just like a bad habit, especially if you keep doing it, you can like miss more important things more and more often because of it.
Like in school, like you don't want to be passive listening.
Oh yeah, no.
Especially in pre-cal.
Oh yeah, I'm taking pre-cal too.